Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. Mountaintops inspire leaders, but valleys mature them. I hate Indians. They are a beastly people with a beastly religion. One cannot leap a chasm in 2 jumps. It is no use saying, we are doing our best. You have got to succeed in doing what is necessary. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. People who are not prepared to do unpopular things and defy the clamor of the multitude are not fit to be ministers in time of difficulty. Better to dare mighty things and fail than to live in a gray twilight where there is neither victory nor defeat. Remember, gentlemen, it's not just France we're fighting for. It's champagne. The American Constitution declares all men are born equal. The British Socialist Party had all men must be kept equal. Study history, study history. In history lie all the secrets of statecraft. Nourish your hopes, but do not overlook realities. Victory at all costs, victory in spite of all terror, victory however long and hard the road may be, for without victory, there is no survival. The women's suffrage movement is only the small edge of the wedge. If we allow women to vote, it will mean the loss of social structure and the rise of every liberal cause under the sun. Women are well represented by their fathers, brothers, and husbands. It is no use doing what you like. You have got to like what you do. In order to become a great man, one must first be a great rascal. I like things to happen, and if they don't happen, I like to make them happen. Let our advanced worrying become advanced thinking and planning. It is a mistake to look too far ahead. Only one link of the chain of destiny can be handled at a time. A prisoner of war is a man who tries to kill you and fails, and then asks you not to kill him. For the first 25 years of my life, I wanted freedom. For the next 25 years, I wanted order. For the next 25 years, I realized that order is freedom. Mr. Churchill, to what do you attribute your success in life? Conservation of energy. Never stand up when you can sit down. And never sit down when you can lie down. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. To be conservative at 20 is heartless, and to be a liberal at 60 is plain idiocy. When a nation has allowed itself to fall under a tyrannical regime, it cannot be absolved from the faults due to the guilt of that regime. There is nothing wrong with change if it is in the right direction. Don't argue about the difficulties. The difficulties will argue for themselves. No one ever finds life worth living. One has to make it worth living. When I look back on all these worries, I remember the story of the old man who said on his deathbed that he had had a lot of trouble in his life, most of which had never happened. Rules were made for fools to follow and wise men to be guided by. Democracy means that if the doorbell rings in the early hours, it is likely to be the milkman. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Russia is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. When you feel you cannot continue in your position for another minute, and all that is in human power has been done, that is the moment when the enemy is most exhausted, and when one step forward will give you the fruits of the struggle you have borne. With integrity, nothing else counts. Without integrity, nothing else counts. Nothing in life is so exhilarating as to be shot at without result. The chief aim of wisdom is to enable one to bear with the stupidity of the ignorant. The most important thing about education is appetite. I always like to learn, but I don't always like to be taught. The whole history of the world is summed up in the fact that when nations are strong, they are not always just, and when they wish to be just, they are no longer strong. I never worry about action, but only inaction. Victory will never be found by taking the path of least resistance. War is horrible, but slavery is worse. I am an optimist. It does not seem too much use being anything else. I have always felt that a politician is to be judged by the animosities he excites among his opponents. Success always demands a greater effort. I am a man of simple tastes. I am quite easily satisfied with the best of everything. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.